Hello guys, and welcome you all back on my DIY refitting videos. Those who are new to my channel, here I'm working with my Snowbird, which is Hallberg Rassy Rasmus, and I'm doing a lot with this boat. Fitting now from inside because it's winter and it's cold, and I do work inside. And when the spring gonna hit, I'm gonna start working outside, doing tons of things, changing riggy, chain plates, painting, bottom. So stay tuned. Without further talk, let's jump to the work. While I'm working with this project, all the time thinking what to make better with my dinner table. I have one of these crazy ideas actually. I want to share with you and I want your thoughts. What do you think about that? You know, here in the middle is telescopic leg that allows your table to go down and up. So what basically you are able to go up with the table when you want to have a table, and when you go down it basically goes to this point. And then there's a sleeping area for two persons to sleep. So the problem for me is that not all the time I need a dinner table. And I won't use this space that I have here to be, you know, easier to pass each other. So my idea is to remove this table from here completely and relocate. And I can have that table right there against this wall. And when I want, I can just place that table down here and it kind of folds like this. And I'm able to have a table then. And when I want to sleep here, then I just remove that table from the wall and place the board right here. I think that's really good idea. What do you think about that? Yeah, I lose this sitting place, but I think I'm alright with that. I can figure out maybe someone can sit here. You know what, guys? Now I'm gonna make the fronts for my sliding doors, and then I'm gonna make a box for my drawer. Ear protect, the circle saw, this one, and then this biscuit maker. The tool that you can make the thickness for your boards. This saw. You can do that without most of these tools, but it's just gonna be a really time-consuming job. As you see in the fast motion, I choose to go only with two of them. The reason for that is because I can easily lock down each of them. If I'm gonna have more, these doors sliding back and forward, it could be a little bit tricky to fix them on place. And also, I think it's easier if you just pull once to one side and you are able to access all your shelves, and then pull back and pull the other one and you're able to access everything what you have there. Don't look at these marks because they're gonna be, I'm gonna sand. I just bring them after I glue it just to make sure everything is alright. And I think it looks quite decent. Yep. It's done. Quickly. Basically 2 days and they're in. But now the big part is coming. Varnishing, sanding, and prepare all the rest. Now it's really start looking as a galley. It's gonna be looking so good. So freaky good. I'm working with a lot of things. Installing the drawers, I'm working with that. Painting white in the main cabin, I'm working with that. Installing the faucet, that's what I'm going to do right now. Put up the finished oak in the main cabin, that's only that one is left. So I'm gonna install my faucet. So here I have my faucet and it's made from brass. And then you see here in the back 3 holes. You're probably wondering why 3 holes. because this one, it's a regular faucet for home. You have this switch here, so you can turn off the dishwasher water simply by switching off this one. So yeah, I really don't need this one, so it's gonna be disconnected. I still gonna have some pipe and then just disconnect at the end, put some plug. If you look at my video where I'm working with my faucet, it was a problem with the length, and I will show you. First, I'm gonna drill a hole, place the faucet, and then show you. Now the faucet is mounted. Now I have these flexible pipes supposed to go for regular house mounting. You see my problem now. It's too big. So I need to make it shorter. Something like this could work really well. In order to do that, I need to cut here and make the pipe shorter. In the middle of this black tube, there goes this pipe. So the connection looks like this. And the problem is that I can't find shorter one, and I can't find any of these at all. But there is, so far that I could find, was this kind of housing. In one side I have the right connection, but the other side I have the wrong one. That's the best that I can find in the store. And you can't order it too, because it's just not available. No one do that. It's made from factory. I need to make it shorter. And my idea is to cut this one off. So I already cut the pipe off. I place something like this, only without this one. But yeah, place something this, and then some grip, and do the same for both sides. And then I can connect them together and make it shorter, still saving the original connections. So that's my plan. That was my biggest issue, why I didn't install the faucet faster. So Johnny, don't screw this one up. I'm not gonna be able to find new pipe like this, but I don't screw it up. And this looks pretty cool. I think this is the really good length. Now I just need to adjust this pipe. As you see in my fast motion, quite a bit everything. I remove my battery banks, I install my faucet 1, faucet 2, small one will be with a pump, and it's gonna be for salt water. Also I'm working with my sliding doors, which gonna be right there. Tons of vanishing, lot of vanishing. I filmed that quite a bit, so thought I'm not gonna film it and show you again. Today is really exciting day for me, because I'm going to start framing up the floor. So here we go. Here is my frame, and this frame is really poorly done. So it's only 35 by 35, which obviously for this great distance that you have here, it's not enough. You have to have stronger support. Because of this poorly done frame, I always, when I walk in, I kind of fall in a little bit. So I'm looking forward to change that to the bigger one. As you see in the fast motion, I take off my battery banks. I remove the floor where the batteries were mounted to. And of course I discover why the foundation was so bad, because the old frame is broken, and I don't know why they place such a small support, and it was temporarily replaced with the same kind of material, and supported next to here. And this is supported only in that corner and this corner, where it's basically the same frame. First of all, so far I remove all the cables except the ones that goes now to the engine. It's pretty cold. If the weather gonna be a little bit warmer outside, I will remove those cables too. So now I need to make the frame in order to make the boards for my floor. Alright guys, now I'm pre-cut my new foundation. It's gonna be a solid piece of frame. The thing is that I'm gonna use this original foundation here, and I can't do the glass fibering right now simply because it's too cold outside, and they promised tomorrow evening that it's gonna be -20. Hear it right, -20. So it's been a long time since we have -20. That's really cold. Yep, I'm gonna bring these pieces now and paint. And as you notice, I removed this board from here as well. And just simply because this board was on the way. And I couldn't change these if I didn't remove the board. And because it wasn't possible to remove it carefully. Because the screws is hidden inside. And when you remove it, you eventually gonna break the board. So that's what happened with me as well. Extra project came from nowhere. It was a nice ride. Now I'm at my sailing boat. And you might ask me why I'm not working with the water tanks. Well, the problem is that I can't remove the water. Generally, it's just too cold outside. I can't get rid of it. I also order my inspection hatches, which will look like this. And then it's gonna be the long ones as well, from plastic. Has this, when you open up, has this rubber around here, keeps the water inside in the tank. And somewhere in a fast motion, you see how I mount the front for my garbage box. I still don't remember if I mentioned, but I actually paint my distribution panel white instead of having this golden color. And I think it looks really stylish. Today's plan for me is I want to make this board, which I broke when I took off. And I actually gonna risk and start paint here inside. And then I need to make 90 degrees angle for my doors. Also, as you probably notice, I place up my sliding doors. They are inside. They work really easy, as you can see. The galley looks like a galley. So, boys and girls, women and mans, let's go to the workshop and start making the board. So here I have my old piece. It's the right time to change this piece. I'm happy that I break it because already start to rot. It's definitely rot because, I mean, yep. So 2 days ago, I glued this one together. Why did I glue it together? Is because I need a thickness to be able to cut out this one. That goes around the corners. This particular gonna go around the doors. Also, my shelf is painted, so this board is where the batteries was mounted to. So it's from one side is completely painted. Now I have to flip over and do the other side too. From those two beams which I glued together, I cut these two pieces, and using a stick saw to cut this, well, angle. What now? I actually marked the line, so I actually cut a little bit bigger. Now I'm going to use this tool, and slowly I'm gonna sand to this mark, and hopefully I will manage to make it nice. We'll see, give it a try. a little bit fast motion and a little bit of creativity, and I am done with 2 of them. And I decide actually to go only in the top, and on the floor where I have the passage, it's gonna be 90 degrees. These 2 fellas that I made, we're gonna go right here. One here, another here. You might want to ask me why I made this new, since I have them before. Don't forget that I add the panel. The old molding actually doesn't work for me anymore. Roughly like 3 hours to figure out everything and made these 2. And they are still not ready because, as you can see, there is no gap. Because I need the gap to sink them in.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars. The dark gets so lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence. In the dark so that I see.
Well guys, as you noticed probably already, I took off all the wooden parts from the ceilings. Also I took this molding off as well. The reason why I took off this one, and I will not planning to take off the one that is other side, is because simply I need to add material here, and I need to find something similar to these ceilings. And also I noticed that here is like a bubble, and so I have to straighten it up, make it even, and then place the molding back. So I can pull multiple projects in the same time, which is also nice because you can see a lot of things in the same time. So here is white, this is white, there and that. So basically most of the white parts is painted white. But yeah, I risk and I just go ahead and paint because, well, today is not that cold anymore and it's only about -2. I put quite much hardener, so it should be quite alright. And I notice it's already start to dry really quickly. Maybe today evening I will be able to apply the second layer. Really looking forward to do that. But now I'm gonna go to the workshop and soon I have to go away. So guys, this is already after a couple hours. Really want to paint the second layer. And actually, it's only 4 hours between and it's already dry. Now I'm gonna place the second layer. I'm not going to film that because I filmed that already. So your Johnny Red Riding Hood will say you goodbye. And that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoy, and if you like, just go below and subscribe. And see you in the next one. Hej då! Goodbye! До свидания! Ata! Ciao!